Morning, everybody. Welcome to practice. And this morning, I'm going to do a lovely 20-25 minutes slow waking up out of your slumber, if you have slept very much last night, practice. We move really slowly. You can literally just roll out of your bed onto your mat. Just have something to put under your head, but no other props. And even if your mat isn't next to your bed this morning, you can just do it on the rug next to your bed or the carpet. Obviously, you want something to be able to lie on. So, yeah, and this sort of practice is lovely for when you really don't want to get up in the morning, especially, if you're playing this in the middle of winter or autumn, it's still a bit dark. And we work very slowly when your body really doesn't feel like moving. But you'll notice when you start to move, the energy builds up and your body will start to wake up and want to begin the day. Okay, so come and lie down on your mat, have something under your head. So remember, you can start on your back with your legs down the mat. You can have your legs bent, feet wide, and let the knees drop in. You might even want to start on your side if you're just not quite ready to come onto your back yet. Entirely up to you. So we're going to start with some lovely breathing, just to get us into our bodies. So having something under your head, just so that your chin is slightly tilting forwards. In fact, this is a little bit too shallow for me, so I'm going to put one of my bricks under my head. I've got quite a flat head, so I need a bit more height. And bring your hands onto your body so you can feel the body moving as you breathe. You get that immediate feedback. Just start to notice your breathing. How is it this morning, this evening? I mean, you might be doing this as an evening practice. It doesn't matter. Just how is your breathing right at this moment? And remember, don't change the breath in any way. You're just noticing where the body responds to the breath. The body changes shape in different places. Some areas are very, very still, and you'll feel a subtle vibration. And some areas are moving a lot. What's happening right now with you? No judgment, no expectation of our practice this morning. Just let the body enjoy the movement, which it likes to do. The body likes to move. It needs movement. The old phrase, movement is medicine. So just noticing how your inhale feels and your exhale. Do you feel like you need one more than the other? Maybe counting as you breathe in and counting as you breathe out. Which one is longer? So don't change anything. You can feel as you breathe in, your tummy just rises up, pushes into your hands as your body is opening up to take in its oxygen, the fuel, nutrients, energy, all the different names we have. And one might resonate more with you than others. And then as we breathe out, the tummy settles back down and the body is encouraging everything to leave, everything we don't need. So tension and waste. That's what happens when we breathe out. So the body's like a little cleansing tool. And then just start to make the inhales a bit bigger and the exhales a bit longer. Really starting to feel a bit more movement in the body from the breath. Okay, so we're going to do a little pandiculation, which is a lovely thing to do in the morning. Bring your arms above the head, lengthen out the legs. We're going to tense every muscle in the body. So we're going to stir up the hands, make fists, point the toes, engage your quads, your glutes, your calves, your tummy, your arms, stir up the muscles in the face. Good breath in. And then a lovely exhale, just drop down. Do that a few times. You might start yawning. It's just the sort of things that cats do, or birds, and come to sleep, you watch them come into full little shape. You've had a good stretch. I've just done it a few times, not lovely out there. And really five. And then just drawing the knees into the chest and have a little rock from side to side. Give the lower back a massage. Check out the back of the pelvis, the SI joints, the little knobbly bits either side of your sacrum. And then just take the legs up in the air. And we're just going to have, again, a nice little stretch here. Maybe put the arms behind the knees, a sort of variation of happy baby, and just play around. Don't feel like you have to catch your feet at this time when the hamstrings are quite tight. Just take the arms around the back of the knees, and you want to try and keep your spine long, the back of the lower back grounded, the shoulders down, so that your spine is long and you're getting a lovely stretch in the inner thighs, the groin, the hips. And let's just take some nice circles, so squeezing the inner thighs together, and you can keep your hands on your knees, or you might want to just drop the hands back onto the torso if you feel like you want that comfort blanket, which is your arms. Okay, they make us feel safe. Notice which way your legs have rotated, clockwise or anti-clockwise. And just change direction when you need to. Notice how your breathing is. Remember, it's so easy to zone out and stop breathing. So you want to keep the breath at the forefront of your mind. Let's bring the hands onto the knees and come into some nice big hip openers, some big circles. Changing direction when you need to. And remember, you can do all of these postures with your eyes closed. If you're just not ready to open those eyes yet, and it helps you feel into the body. Let's have another little sort of stretchy movement up here to see if there's a little bit more space. I'm just going to lengthen that right leg up to the sky and point and flex the foot. So bend the knee a little bit. Let's feel that calf. Get some space in the ankle joint. Really root down through the back of the right hip. You might want to straighten your other leg. Have a little play around with that one. It doesn't really matter. Give the ankle a circle. And then flex the foot, straighten the leg, and just gently draw that leg towards you, actively pushing down through the back of the right hip, pushing the right sitting bone away from you. Relax the face. And just breathe here. Remember, hamstrings are always a little bit tight, particularly in the morning. And it's a good thing. You need to feel them, otherwise you fall over when you stand up. Relax the face. Try not to do this with your teeth. And then just bending the right knee, drawing the knee into the chest. Bring it slightly to the edge of the ribs, sort of as if you're trying to draw the knee towards your armpits, and then push strongly out through the left heel. Take a big breath in as if you're breathing down into the pelvis, and then breathe out. Just let the back ribs settle back down. Take 5 breaths. And scan the body. Where are you holding tension? So we're going to take this knee over the body into a twist. It comes into the left hand. Coming over, reach out with that right arm. Again, breathe into the rib cage now. So we're coming into a twist. So we want to rotate the thoracic spine, which attaches to the ribs. So the rib cage breathing and the twist is really important. Feel all the sensation drift to your waist. Breathing in, breathing out, that lovely sense of sort of deflating as you breathe out, getting smaller, and then the inhale opens you up, bringing in that fresh oxygen. One more breath. Now we're going to come back onto our back and come into reclined pigeon. So you're going to take the right ankle over the left knee, reach through, clasp behind the left knee or in front on the shin. Relax the left foot, give it a circle. So your right foot's flexed to support the knee. You're just going to rock from side to side. This helps the body to settle into this shape. Take some nice big deep breaths and long out breaths. Feel that delicious stretch in the hip. And then we're going to extend the left leg. So let's do the other side. How's that left hamstring and calf? So bend the knee a little bit, point and flex the foot. Give the ankle a circle. And then straightening the leg, flexing the foot, pushing out through the heel. Rooting through the back of the left hip. And directing the left sitting bone towards the bottom of the mat so the pelvis is really strong and anchored. Okay, just have a check in with your breathing. Just keep an eye on the face, make sure you're not gritting your teeth. Let's just draw the knee in now towards the armpit. Take 5 breaths here, big breath down into the pelvis, and then just relax down through the back ribs. Coming into our twist, take the knee over the body, reach out with your left arm. You can gaze to the left, or you can just look up. Breathing into the rib cage. And coming back onto your back. And then we're going to take that left ankle over the right knee into reclined pigeon. And a nice rock from side to side, keeping the left foot flexed. Relax your right foot, give it a circle. And sway into the pose. The body likes to move, likes to be rocked, just as we were in the womb, riding on the wave of our mother's breath. And that's why we do it. It's very comforting. So keep doing it. Hold on a moment. I'm just filming. Yes, I guess that's your key there. It won't be long, it'll be about another 10 minutes. Boosh goes up in the bathroom and she hasn't eaten yet. Sorry about that. Okay, so I think we better start to maybe get off our backs and move. So we're going to roll onto one side. Notice which side you prefer to roll onto. I always go to my left, but you might want to go to your right. And we're just going to come up onto hands and knees. So you might want to put a blanket under your knees. Generally, I do have a blanket under my knees, but just for this class, in case you've got nothing around you, okay, I'm not using any props. So you want to get a nice long spine, knees under the hips, hip width apart, hands under the shoulders, shoulder width apart. So this is our tabletop. Keep the rib cage drawn in, the lower ribs and the core. We're going to come into our cat-cow. So this lovely, stretchy, yawny movement, which is so delicious in the morning. It's needed. Soften the elbows so you can bring the heart center through and enjoy giving that spine some length, some space. So we're breathing in as we extend, breathing out as we flex. And just tuck the toes under and take the hips back. Wake up the toes. And then we're just going to make this movement a little bit bigger. And then maybe circle the hips a little bit and tuck the toes if they're screaming out to you. And then have a little play. See where your body needs to move this morning. And this can be real freestyle. No rules. You can turn your hands towards you if you want to get into those inner wrists a little bit. Lots of different ways to move in this lovely tabletop position. The world is your oyster. And then we're going to sink down into extended puppy dog pose, hips over the knees, straight arms if you can. And then sink down. This is delicious. Just rock from side to side the hips. And let's just come into child's pose. Take 5 breaths. Back onto hands and knees. We're just going to do a very slow meandering downward dog. So the wider the feet, the easier it is. So just come up slowly, bend the knees, pedal through the feet. Nothing too dynamic this morning. And have a play in your dog. See what your body's up for. Take your little rests in between. You don't have to stay up there forever. Okay. I think we'll do a little hair pose, just to open up the shoulders, so interlinking the hands. You can stay here, or you can come onto the crown of the head and lift up your hips. Good. Let's just take the arms to the left side of the waist and take the head over to the left. And stretch out the neck. And changing. I'm just going to turn this way. Okay, let's have a go at dolphin. Interlink the arms, forearms down, elbows shoulder width apart. And this is a strong pose, so just come up, see how it feels. It's a good one for waking up the shoulders, very strengthening, very opening. Don't forget, as soon as you feel like your breathing is changing, it's getting just too much, you're getting really fatigued, you must come down and recover. It doesn't take long, go back up. Try and do these poses with stira sukha, steadiness and ease. You don't want too much effort. Dolphin's like a good old yawn for the shoulders. Really does wake up the upper body. So we'll do one more, and you can bring up one of your legs if you want to. And then have another go at downward dog, which is going to feel a lot more open because you've done some work on the shoulders. Good. And then we're just going to come back down onto our backs. Finish with a little bridge pose. So just bringing your feet hip width apart, not too close to the sitting bones. And we're going to lift up. So you can do a very shallow bridge, which is what I'm doing here. Tucking the tailbone under, really rooting through your toes. Squeeze your glutes a little bit. If you want to do something stronger, just come onto the back of the arms and turn the palms up. And you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Interlink the hands underneath. And root through the arms, push through the feet. Lift the heart center. Make sure you're breathing. And then exhaling, coming down, soles of the feet together, little Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly on your back, hands on your tummy, close your eyes, just take 5 breaths and notice how you feel. Hopefully you don't want to go back to bed, you feel a little bit more alive and ready for the day. You can stay here for as long as you like. Otherwise, just drawing the knees together, hug them in, rolling onto one side. Coming up to sit, and just sit with those legs crossed, or find a comfortable seat. Feel all that lovely space and awakeness in the body. And thank you for your practice today. Have a lovely day. Namaste.